Okay, so we got our Hisuian Pokemon only team, and we have a nice little battle here. Our opponent has a Hisuian Goodra. He has an Alolan Muck that came back, as well as a Rillaboom, so should be an interesting match here. I think I just wanted to lead off with Kleavor because I can always Stone Axe and get rocks up, or otherwise I can just X-Scissor the Gastrodon or something like that. I have the Brick Break also for the Goodra because I don't have any more material to make close combats, but I'll try to do that as soon as possible so you can get close combat onto the Kleavor as well. All right, so we are going to see the Alolan Muck lead, which I think is okay for us, just because I am going to Stone Axe. We are Sharpness on our Kleavor, which means we should do a lot of damage with this thing. Yeah, that is going to be a 2-hit KO, and we also set up rocks, which is awesome. I absolutely love that this is a thing. I do think, oh my god, he went for Acid Armor. My man's crazy. I do think that the Samurott move is slightly better, but because I'm a bigger fan of rocks than I am of spikes than I am of rocks. But this move is just so cool, being able to, you know, just go ahead and set up rocks as you hit something. I went for the Stone Edge just because it has a higher chance to crit, and this thing does have a couple of Acid Armors up, but of course we were going to miss, so that's a little bit unfortunate. I think I'm going to just go ahead and click the Stone Edge again and hope that we do get a crit. Crit would be pretty nice here, so we're going to go ahead and click Stone Edge again. We do hit the Stone Edge this time. Can we get a crit to compensate? No crit yet. He's going to go for the knock off our boots, not kill us, which is great. I think another Stone Edge is fine. Hopefully we can land, and we can land a crit, hopefully. We do land it. Do we get a crit? No crit. Okay, justice has not been served, but Kleavor did get up rocks and did a ton of damage to this Muck, so I think it's okay. I think I'm going to go out into our Hisuian Braviary, and I don't know if I want to click Hurricane, because if I click Hurricane and I miss, it could be very bad, but I'm not sure if Heat Wave would kill. I am Timid, Max Speed, Sheer Force, Life Orb. Potentially Heat Wave would kill. I'm going to click Hurricane just because Heat Wave also has a chance to... Okay, Heat Wave also had a chance to miss, so if I was going to miss, I want to go down swinging, bro. I want to go for the Hurricane, not the Heat Wave. But speaking of annoying Pokemon, out comes the Goodra, which I personally absolutely adore Goodra, but this thing is kind of a pain to take down. I think I'm just going to fire off a Heat Wave. Hopefully we'll do big damage to this thing. That does a decent chunk of damage, I guess. Thunderbolt, this shouldn't kill us because we are bulky. Naturally bulky, I mean, not like actual bulky. And he's also leftovers as well. Okay, but getting damage off on this thing I think is good. So I'm going to go ahead and go for another Heat Wave here. We do land another Heat Wave, and that's going to bring Goodra down to like 30-ish%. Especially after leftovers, I feel like we can now come in with something that can very, very easily scare this thing out. And I'm thinking it's going to be the Sneasler, potentially. Yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and bring in our Sneasler, and we're going to go for the close combat. Hopefully pop the... does he have a Ghost type? I don't think he had a Ghost type, right? Oh, he does have Mimikyu, actually. I'm going to go for it anyways. Yeah, he's going to stay in. Okay. Just because even if Mimikyu does come in, I then have the Shadow Claw, right? So I should be able to hit it decently hard. We are going to lose some speed because of the Gooey, but... we do have the White Herb, so Unburden is going to pop. So we're going to be at like +1 speed or something, right? I think that's how it works, because Unburden would double it and then -1, so that would be +1. So we'll still be very, very fast. That's the point. That's the point I'm getting to. We should still be very, very fast. Gastrodon does come in. He's probably going to go for the ground move. Actually, I think I'm going to tear it into a fighting type, and I'm just going to go ahead and fire off a close combat. This means we won't be weak to Earth Power anymore, so we should be able to live at least 1, I think, even after the Spadef drop. And then 2, it just means we will do increased damage. We'll do so much more damage to this Gastrodon. Yeah, we're going to see the close combat come off, and I'm expecting like 70%, to be honest. Oh, I was not expecting an Oko. I can tell you that much. Was not expecting an Oko. But Sneasler is very, very strong, brother. It just Oko'd a Gastrodon from full. In comes a Mimikyu, which is obviously annoying. Because we are now a fighting type, which means we will probably drop. We will probably drop to a Shadow Claw or Play Rough, I mean. But I'm gonna go for the Dire Claw, and we'll see what he terrestrializes into. Potentially a Ghost type, but Dire Claw is mainly so we can maybe get put this thing to sleep. Yeah, because he should be able to obviously take one hit no matter what, because of the disguise ability, right? But if we can put this thing to sleep with Dire Claw, that'd be amazing. Do we get any secondary effect? I don't think so, right? Because it would have popped before. Yeah, no secondary effect. Okay, so he's going to go for Play Rough, and obviously he's going to kill us. But I don't think that's too big of a problem, because I can now go into our Enamorus. Yeah, so I am going to go out into the Enamorus, and I'm going to go ahead and click Iron Defense. Because I feel like if we can get an Iron Defense up, we should be able to start 1v1ing this thing. So he's going to go for Shadow Sneak. Shouldn't do all that much damage, even with the Terra. I mean, Terra Life Orb might do a little bit of damage. Yeah, that sort of did the amount I was expecting, around 30-ish%. But now we can get this Iron Defense and Calm Mind going. Bro, this Enamorus thing is absolutely busted, and I absolutely love it. I've been having so much fun just sweeping people with Iron Defense, Calm Mind, Draining Kiss, Enamorus that it's not even funny. I think I'm going to go ahead and click Calm Mind this turn. He's going to go for the Play Rough, 148 down to 116. Yeah, we'll get a Calm Mind up, and then we'll get another Iron Defense up, and this should be an easy sweep. Okay, I feel like we are set up enough. I think we're a +3 special attack, plus these Wrestle Defense, and then +4 defense. So I'm just going to go ahead and fire off a Draining Kiss. And we'll get a little bit of health back, but most importantly, no matter what he brings in here, be it the Rillaboom or the Volcarona, he will never be able to OHKO me, unless he gets a crit, obviously. But I don't see a way of him OHKOing me, so Enamorus might have just done it again. This is not the first time I've done this while I was testing the team. This Volcarona isn't even boots either, so it should definitely die to Earth Power. He's actually probably Citrus Berry, yeah. But yeah, I've done this a lot. I have used this Enamorus a lot, and I am very happy with it. So I'm gonna go for the Quiver Dance. I don't think it matters. I think we are too far ahead of you, buddy, for you to be able to do anything meaningful. Earth Power, while not being super effective, it's still a +2 Earth Power. Should still do a decent amount of damage. Yeah, that does a decent amount of damage. If this thing has Roost, it could be different. You're gonna go for the Fiery Dance. You should live this relatively easily. Yeah, that did like 50-something points of damage, which is fine. Earth Power comes off, picks up the Volcarona, and then it should also pick off the Rillaboom. So that should be a good game. All she wrote, Enamorus is broken. So you're gonna go for the knockoff, which is obviously gonna do a total of 7 damage. That actually did 7 damage confirmed. And Draining Kiss should go ahead and almost pick up the KO on the Rillaboom. You thought it was gonna OHKO, didn't you? I absolutely did think it was gonna OHKO, but it didn't. But the next one will, so. Battle was canceled. Okay, my man held on for the entire battle, but he could not take the final turn.